Mic check. Sounds like we're good. Oakley dokley, girls and blokeleys. Hello once again and good evening. It's a boy named Sue, coming at you live straight from the Big Potato. Back with my little kitty cat playthrough of Elder Scrolls 4. Yesterday was kind of an uneventful day. We only got a handful of things done. I was feeling pretty tired last night, honestly. But we did a couple of Mages Guild quests. We ended up here in Bruma. We swiped Friar Mabrel's horse under the guise of going to get Martin, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go to Shaden Hall, do some more Mages Guild stuff, and find Reynold Germain's brother. And just like always, we're jumping right in. We'll probably go for about an hour and a half or 2 hours tonight. We're getting on a little late because I actually got home from work and was putting together some new furniture. So that took a little bit of time. Which I'm sure the little kitty cat will tear it apart within the first 24 hours of us having it, but such is the way of things, I suppose. Those wolves are pretty tough, huh? Is that a bandit? I think that is a bandit. Don't attack the horse.
Die, you mangy house cat!
That's just rude. That was a very impressive swing. He was 6 feet away from the horse, but swung in the direction of the horse.
What's
the matter?
Getting tired?
Yeah, tired of your shit. Stand around for a second, wait for our magic to replenish health, whatnot. Coming down to the mountains here definitely feels like a Skyrim. I was about to say a Skyrim level, but that isn't right. It just feels like going through part of the world in Skyrim. Man, Prior Mabrel's horse doesn't fuck around. You know what? Enough things have happened that I don't want to have the game crash unexpectedly. Just quick save. Look at that. That's cool. Just being able to see, like, as far as you're able to actually see there. My little kitty cat just curled up in my lap in real life. Be my little kitty cat co-pilot. See, that's you, buddy. Except with more legs. It's worth mentioning that my cat is a three-legged cat. Can you please stop attacking the horse?
Am I supposed to be impressed?
No, you're supposed to stop attacking the fucking horse.
Show me what you've got.
Why do they want to kill the horse so bad? They're just hungry? Like, what is this?
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Can you please stop killing the horse?
You do realize
It's
I've been
not even
holding
mine.
back. Am I supposed
Ow.
to be impressed?
And these roads aren't as safe as they used to be, huh? Sorry that I'm going slow, but I'm enjoying the scenery. What's up, Lurker? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Welcome in. I started over from the last time you saw me. I am now Khajiit. And so far, I'm having even more fun than what I was having whenever I started the first playthrough as the Imperial. You'll be sorry that you missed me. I'm always just happy to have you here in any capacity. Yeah, no, I tried out Armored Core on Friday after I beat Elden Ring New Game Plus, too. Quicker than what I was expecting to, quite honestly. I beat it in under an hour, so then I switched over to Armored Core, and that's pretty fun so far. It's a lot different than any of the other FromSoft games that I've ever played. But I'm taking it so far. I will say that I think that the story's going over my head even more than like Dark Souls story, which you know, I was pretty good at following Dark Souls story for the most part. Maybe I just wasn't taking enough time to like read item descriptions or something. Story? What story? Yeah. Jump over the deer. Walter, got a job for you, 621. Good job, 621. Yeah, no, that is definitely the summary of the first chapter at the very least. I got up to the point where you fought the eye. And I fought that. And then I actually started I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I started a Notria. I started Spaghetti Souls on Saturday. And that's really cool so far. I'm especially enjoying the art style, but I will say that it has not clicked for me so far. Maybe it's just it's probably just that I suck. But the parry timing has not clicked for me whatsoever. Like Liza P, that felt pretty intuitive right off the bat for me. And Sekiro, I mean, it took me up until Genichiro, my first playthrough, but then after it clicked, it clicked. But so far in Notria, it has not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I made it through like the first real area and fought I can't remember his name. Laughing something or another. Carlos, maybe? I know it started with a C. Highly reductive, but most of the story is go do mission ramifications, be damned. Good on you for thinking about the ramifications. I wasn't sure if the story could go different directions depending upon what you did during the missions. I wasn't sure if it was that kind of game. Pizza Souls is a slow burn. It gets really good after that area. Again, it's not that I wasn't enjoying it. I was really enjoying it. Especially, as I said, the art style and like the music and like the different areas. It was cool, but I don't know if I was going too early a lot of the times with my parry or too late, quite honestly. But I know that I was not doing it right. And I definitely need to get used to using like the little abilities. Like the abilities that you map to like whatever button when you hold down one of the triggers or whatever. Alright, let's get the horse in the stable. Doesn't run away. It's a very detailed story map with branching paths, but the game does an okay job telling you when your choices matter. Gotcha. Basically, if there's a choice, 2 missions will be marked with a special symbol indicating that completing the one will remove the other. You see, I wasn't sure because I knew that it seemed like I was playing both sides with those corporations or whatever you want to call them that I was working for. Like the one was like Balam or something, and the other was something else. Very much playing all sides. It's kind of ridiculous, and I could talk at length about it, but spoilers. Yeah, I'll get there. It doesn't, from what I hear, it's not the longest game in the world. So we should be able to crank it out in a couple of months, I suppose. You know, if we're doing it every Friday and going at it at least 2 hours a night.
Flying, flying in the sky.
He's singing the song.
Cliff racer fly so high. Fly.
All right,
Hello.
10 out of 10. Remaster's better now. That's the first time I've heard him sing that. I've walked past him quite a few times.
Flying in the sky. Cliff racer fly so high. Fly.
Hell yeah.
How goes it?
Everything's right in the world. I have such a stupid smile on my face right now. Is there a Mage's Guild in Chain Hall? Yeah, no, it's the one that you end up diving down the well, right? Good choice on doing customization off-screen. I spent more hours in the garage than playing missions. I haven't even jumped back in to do the customization anymore, like off-screen. I might before Friday, but we'll see. Because I only got so much time in the week, you know?
I don't know you, and I don't care to know
Word of
you.
advice, worry less
Good
about
evening.
spending. Okay. So I should, like, not worry about, like, exhausting my funds as much as I have been? Sorry, I'm getting lost because I'm talking.
I don't
reading
know
at the
you,
same
and I
time.
don't care to know you.
I don't know you either. Stranger danger, that's the Fighters Guild. Can sell parts for a full refund. I think that a couple of the people who were hanging out with me the other night whenever I was playing it told me that, or at least they told me that you get like a good amount of money back whenever you sell
there.
parts back. So it was worth it to be able to like experiment. I will say that I'm not sure if I'd ever want to do a
Greetings,
build where you didn't have a melee option on one hand. Like, I know that I can do two guns, but I'm not sure if I'd want to just do the two guns. I found the Mage's Guild amazing. It only took me 30 minutes. Well, yeah, no. As I said, it'll be FromSoft Friday for the foreseeable future. Until I complete that playthrough. And then after that, I don't know what's going to be next for FromSoft Friday. It could be continuing New Game Plus 3 in Elden Ring. Because there's so many different build options in that fucking game.
There.
Or we could hit up one of the Dark Souls games.
Hello.
Because, you know, who doesn't love Dark Souls?
I'm Ditsan, magician, Mages Guild, that is.
There's some nuance the game doesn't do a great job explaining. I believe that.
It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here. Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. I'm afraid you'll have to speak to Falcar about that. Reynald Germain? No, don't know anyone by that name. There's a Gilbert Germain in town, however. Maybe he can help you. He's staying over at the Newlands Lodge, but you also might find him walking around town. Good luck.
You just fucking call him Gilbert? That's pretty good.
Some say that Traven is misusing the power of the Archmage's position to further his personal agendas.
Also, game is short for a reason. Spoiler light. Story is meant for multiple playthroughs. Don't worry about bad choices. Got you. Kind of like Nier.
Aye.
Except Nier wasn't really that short.
I'm Trayvon, the Red Guard, Mages Guild evoker.
Why do you look so
Surprised?
scared?
Yes, you don't see many Red Guards in the Mages Guild. We don't much like spellcasters in Hammerfell. Wizards steal souls and tamper with minds. If you use magic, you're weak or wicked. My family didn't approve of my vocation, so I had to come to Cyrodiil for my education. I admit, I still have strong prejudices against necromancy, summoning, and illusion. Profaning the remains or souls of the dead is just wrong, and I'm uneasy about tampering with others' minds and trafficking with Deidre. My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement. Deidre cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Deidre in the temple. The Azura Shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him. If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Barisian at the Arcane University. If you're allowed in, that is. You'll have to get one from Falcar if you can. The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
Doesn't do the funny credits fast forward Nier does. Got you.
Bye.
That's another possibility for a game that we could play at some point is Nier Replicant, but I'm not sure if stream's ready for that level of weird.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Well, to be honest, I don't think we have much of a team in the Shadenhall Guildhall. We lack leadership, and individually, we aren't very skilled. Only mages who have gotten recommendations from all the local guild halls can enter the Arcane University. It's a good policy, I think.
Fuck, elves were supposed to look forever young or something. She looks old as hell. Gist of it is, it's not clear what your choice means, but it's pretty clear about when you're making a choice. Got you.
That's Falcar's responsibility.
I'll have
He
to
takes
keep an
it
eye out.
very seriously. There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there. Good day.
Map marker added. Let's go there.
Hi there.
You're really excited
How
to
are
see
you?
me. Do we think he's in the basement? Remember your choices then. On your second playthrough, pick the opposite. Got you. And if I'm feeling burnout with Armored Core after the first playthrough, then we can do something else for a minute and I'll keep it installed for the second playthrough. But we'll see how much I enjoy it. We'll see how I'm feeling afterwards, you know? A lot of the times with FromSoft games, you feel like doing a second playthrough as soon as you get done with your first one. That you'll get burnt out unless you try to S-rank all missions. Oh, hell no. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? My friend, I like just get through, you know? I get by. I think that I was getting C's the other night. Get you a dual trigger build and pew pew through content. So you're saying that it is plausible to do 2 guns and not have the melee weapon? Possible to have 2 guns and a melee weapon? What? What, like putting a melee weapon on like a bumper? Like a shoulder? Is that what you're saying? Or a gun on a shoulder? I didn't realize that was an option. Sorry, I'm checking to see if little kitty cat's diseased. I think I might be. Yeah, I got Hell Joint and Chanthrax Blight. I think I remember that Chanthrax. I think that I remember that being a thing back in like the early 2000s. I'm really bad at navigating menus. I'll explain in the garage, but yeah. Cool. I will have to check that out on Friday. Because having more guns plus the little
Good evening.
I forget what they even call it, the melee
The
weapon.
Skingrad branch of the guild can't even keep track.
All right.
See you.
Good day.
Hi there.
Hi there.
I love that the dialogue in this game hasn't changed. Where is this Falcor guy? Is there like another level to this place that I'm missing? Why is there just a watermelon on the floor?
Greetings to you.
Hi there.
Whatever, I'm just gonna wait till daytime and then maybe he'll be here. Requires less patience than Dark Souls. More fast-paced, missions are short, story isn't too long, most things are viable, bosses are challenging. You'll talk about your oath about the story and the builds when I'm done. Nice.
Honored one.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation. Without recommendations from the local guild halls, You'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Traven has done right. By all means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should get used to that sort of rejection. I am the chapter head of the Cheydinhall Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here. The guild is still powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it. Perhaps killed it. We shall see. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
Yeah,
Very
dog.
well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. Half of the Council of Mages was... Find someone else to bother, won't you?
I'm Dietzen, Don't tell me Felkar's given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falkar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what.
Coward.
Find me when Falkar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important. You too.
Well, when's he not gonna be around, girl?
Greeting.
He's down there.
As I've said, be careful, associate.
He's down there. Alright, he's gone. Talk to me.
Well met. It's all right.
Damn it.
We can talk, so long as Falkar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falkar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
Each Souls feels very P or Sekiro combat, but emphasizes parrying. I mean, both those games emphasize parrying as well. Don't blame you for being... Oh, that's what you're saying. I'm being stupid. Don't blame me for being confused about the elements. I beat it and still don't understand the elements. Yeah, no, it was impossible for me to, remember what was weak to what was strong to what. And I was honestly able to tell that the element builds were able to become very, very powerful. But I'll probably do the thing that I always do in these games, where I don't really optimize my build the best. I end up spreading things out too much.
Just perform the task you've been given. We'll talk more once you're... Things in the guild. He was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager. He was given his assignment from Falkar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falkar won't say a word about it. Farewell.
Good, get all the skills. Game gives you tons of resources, and it wants you to try all the things and build wide instead of tall. Gotcha. Oh, there he is. Reload that's for a reason, even if you copy and paste the same gear, mix up your skills, that way you have like 12 spells or whatever. Yeah, didn't even think about that. Game rewards you for actively switching during combat, not that you ever made use of it. Again, that's my problem with games like that. Once they throw that many options at you, I get overwhelmed. Because I have smooth brain.
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkund, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you. And then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
You too, but you can just get good at the basics. Harry spams how you beat it, and poison. I'll keep that in mind for
just
sure.
Drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his... It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that. You too.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop it right here. There it is. No evidence of a recommendation, but I found black soul gems. They really did do a great job with it, didn't they? Like, it always looked great back in the day. But obviously, like, the 20-year-old graphics haven't exactly aged the best when you're playing the OG.
It's a shame she doesn't compete in the arena.
I understand her parents are against her competing.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
But yeah, I know a lot of people
Be seeing you.
said that they preferred like the color palette of the OG over this one, and I can understand that, I guess. But I still think that they did a good job of translating the color palette into a new generation. Like, it looks like slightly more realistic, but it still has like that same kind of bright pop to it that Oblivion had over Skyrim, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm just ranting there or not, but I still think that it's there. Tried going back to the OG, but the leveling system put a stop to that. Been enjoying Skyrim lately.
Good to
Oblivion's
see
where it's
you.
at, though. I never played Skyrim nearly as much as I played
I don't know
Oblivion
you, and
back
I
in the
don't
day.
care to know you.
Like, I played Skyrim a good amount, don't get me wrong, but I never finished all of the DLCs to it. And maybe I'm lying. Maybe I did last time I was picking that up. I can't remember if I finished them or not. As an old man, you appreciate the less pop, easier on the eyes. Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Anytime now.
Can't remember which inn Gilbert Germain's in. Since Remaster came out, someone said playing Oblivion feels like what you imagine in your head playing D&D.
Dawn is breaking.
Hurry up before I change my mind.
May I help you?
spotted at Sundercliff Watch.
That's a pretty good,
That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself.
pretty good description. Just reminded of that the other day when Joe was showing off his boots of water walking. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Okay, he wasn't here.
How are you?
Is he upstairs?
How can I help
What up,
you
Doc?
today, friend? Is there something I can do for you? We're all talking about the... He's alive? I was told that my mother and brother never survived. This is amazing. I'll need to go see him at once. You'll have to excuse me. I'd better leave right away. But please, come and see us in Coral. It would be wonderful for us both to be able to thank you for helping us find each other again.
Skyrim lost so much of the magic and you're not talking about the spells.
This reunion will
I
be
still
the
enjoyed it.
happiest day of my life.
I don't know if it lost so much of the magic for me or if maybe I just got older.
Me alone.
Evening.
What is it now?
That
And it was
Brianna
harder for me to
Garanda
enjoy
is really
things like
full
that.
of
I don't
herself.
know.
Good evening.
She'll talk your ear off if you let
It's
her.
you.
Okay. We're not going all the way back to Coral right now. Let's go all the way down to Leywin. Screw it. We'll go down there and hit up that Mage's Guild. It's good, you're definitely enjoying it. Just wish you had the goofy things like the boots of water walking or leveling acrobatics. Yeah, for sure. They definitely... I agree with you there. They definitely took out some of the goofier mechanics that made Oblivion what it was. Game breaking stuff, but it's like dealing 10,000 damage with a fork. Alright, should we go east or south out of here? West. So, neither one of those options. Nice. Is that a bandit? Sure looks like a bandit. Do you think it's the horse that sees us? Probably the horse, right? Oh.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Well, how about a cold spell for you? Listening to Lydia say, "I'm swear to carry your burdens." Whisper shouting foos. Look at that sunset. Skyrim's about finding pockets of content. Oblivion's more about making your own fun, in your opinion? That makes sense. Also, I really like the music in both games, but there's just something about the music in Oblivion that, again, it's probably just the nostalgia for me. But man, it hits just so right for me.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
If you keep talking to me like that, maybe. You gotta deactivate that quest, or else I'm gonna keep on doing that, because I'm stupid. I was going back to the marker that was marking Gilbert Germain instead of following my custom marker. I just hit the wrong button. I was trying to jump. god, I'm sorry. Oh, it killed me. Oh man. He had the fast feet. Skyrim, you've got all kind of enchantments like more damage, or more damage for weapons. And there's lifesteal too, but that's about it. And for armor, there's just as many ways to reduce damage you take. But then in Oblivion, you've got so many other things like Night Eye, Detect Life, Water Breathing, Walking. Yeah, it's a very good point that you're making there. And then in Dragon Age, you just enchant your items by taking them to the brain damaged dwarf. You remember that? Or did you ever play Dragon Age? Okay, yes, you did. Good. Is that a massive rat? No, it's a boar. Oh, I missed. Didn't miss that time. Yeah, Sandal was good. I forgot his name. God bless him. Alchemy is another good example. Skyrim kept most things, but you feel like poisons are better in Oblivion. Well, also, didn't they take away the ability to make potions on the fly in Skyrim? Don't you need, like, the alchemy lab? Like, you can't just have, like, a mortar and pestle that you carry around in your inventory? I can't remember. Joe keeps pointing out that you need a hand free to ready the spell when you cast magic, but that isn't true in Oblivion. That is true, but you can't dual wield in Oblivion. And that goes for weapons or spells, you can't dual wield either. So, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of a trade-off there, right? Because dual wielding spells in Skyrim can be really fun. Like whenever you're just like putting like a ridiculously overpowered version of the same spell on. Dual wielding is cool, you're biased. Dual casting kind of blew your mind. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's kind of cool being able to like cast in the one hand and swing your sword in the other, but like in Oblivion you can have a shield and then you can swing your sword and then you can also cast. Unarmed's decently strong so far. Haven't gotten to the point where it's like ridiculously overpowered yet. Three hands. Sure, there's an enchantment for it. Alright, we'll probably go for another hour or so. And then I'll have to be responsible and call it for the night. No, for sure there's an enchantment specifically for unarmed damage in Skyrim. Sure that there's an enchantment for it, or like just an item. Which if there's an enchanted item for it, then there's definitely a way to enchant it. Or enchant items with it, rather. Somebody just shoot me? Hey, you shot me. Hey, stop shooting me. I keep hitting B to try to bring up the inventory. Maybe you're used to Skyrim's inventory, but this one feels outdated. It is a little outdated. Especially, like, comparing it to Skyrim, because I remember back when Skyrim first came out, that was one of the coolest things to me about the game, was the way that they did the inventory. And, like, the map, and just menus in general in Skyrim, I just felt like they did a great job with. Don't like having potions and ingredients in the same tab with no way to sort. Yeah. That is definitely a good observation. You can sort things once you get into the mortar and pestle. Okay, keep going east. The Eye of Skyrim UI. Oh, I missed. You mean that you wanted quick access to your potions without scrolling through a bunch of ingredients? Gotcha. You should get a house, stash your ingredients in an alchemy lab, and only carry as many potions as you need to adventure. What adventure? Why does the radial not pause? It doesn't even really slow things down that much. You see modders doing a lot of cool stuff with UI. Not quite you'd call rough around the edges, just not to your liking. Oh yeah, I'm sure modders are gonna go crazy. I am sure they already have. The game's been out a week. I'm sure there's already the ridiculous amount of mods. Lockpicking, for example, pretty sure that the UI for that minigame's bugged. Huh. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you mean. Who's shooting at me this time?
Jump on my sword while you can.
You're shooting at me with a bow.
You move like a pregnant cow.
They really like to pull that line out. So many angry horses. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't attack me. Nice. You got horsed to death. Skyrim have a favorite system? If they didn't have it at launch, then they added it in there later on for sure.
Pay up, or else. Actually.
If I had seen you there in the bushes, I wouldn't have even gotten off the horse.
Do your worst.
He's actually pretty tough. Heard on BRB, enjoy.
Let's get this over with. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Okay. Time to stop messing around. Who's this?
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Here, have a copy. The Night Mother rituals are on the rise. How do you do?
Excuse me. You leave that horse alone. I love the countryside in Oblivion. It's just such a nice variety of different, like, scenery, depending upon what corner of the map you're in. Like down here, it's nice and like marshy, with all the willows and stuff. Once you get out of the hills here.
Hello.
Hello. My horse is faster than yours. Oh, there's another thing? What else is angry at me?
My gods, there's a psychopath!
I didn't mean to punch your horse, lady. I was trying to save you. You know what? Let's move Moonshadow off of the radial so that I can put bound gauntlets on there and practice our conjuration while we walk around. If they had made any change to this game whatsoever from the original, let it be horse combat. So that I don't need to get off the horse every time. Damn it. Forget that you can't, like, harvest things as you ride by either.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
Again?
Easily done.
You say that now. These highwaymen are actually really tough.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby...
Took him a long time to fall. I thought this might be the bridge where you find this. So this is depressing. You got a dead troll here. You got poorly scrawled note. Some Surreal Brothers $3.99. They don't make them like they used to. But you read the note, and he says, "Me worst troll ever. Nobody pay bridge troll or bridge toll. Me not scary enough. Me get drunk and kill self. Troll drown." Sad. Real sad, man. And now we have to have a warning about self-harm. Is that water coming off of me? Huh. Looks kind of goofy, doesn't it? This is cool, though. Even if it does look a little goofy, I still enjoy the extra little detail there. I'm guessing that's what that is, right? Or is that just the sparkle coming off of me? Just the skin of a no-good feller, Beller. It's pretty far inland for a mud crab. Man, what a nice surprise it was that they dropped this. It definitely wasn't on my bingo card to be playing this game again this year. But I'll take it, man. There's still a lot of water coming off of me, huh? I feel like it's kind of glitching, huh? Imagine that. Oh, the storms have been so cool. Like when the lightning strikes, it always looks so cool. Let's see if we can see one. Probably a stable around here, right? Ooh. How well can my horse swim? Not very well. But we'll get there. Slowly but surely. I hear some Nern root. Put up your dukes, Mr. Crab. I hear it. I was about to say, where is it? Woo. Who's that?
Perhaps you'll be able to assist me. I'm after some skooma dealers. There's an orc named Mazoga up at the castle. Claims she's a knight. Doesn't look like one to me. A small group of skooma dealers led by a Dunmer named Kailis Lanavo is holed up in the Greyland settlement, just up the road. I've been trying to catch Lanavo for months, but every time I approach the place, his lookout sees me, and he goes running. I need someone to go in there and put a stop to those fetchers. I don't care what it takes. We must get that poison they're selling off the street. Bring me Lanavo's ring as proof he's been dealt with, and I'll give you the bounty on him.
Welcome back, Blerger.
Don't turn your back on Lanavo for a second. He wouldn't think twice about burying his blade there. Be vigilant. Lanavo is a snake.
Alright, well, before we go doing that, we need to get some health potions. One way or another. I really like Leeuwin. I like all the cities in Cyrodiil. But, I remember liking Leeuwin a lot. It's the vibe with all the different, like, foliage. Wow, they really went all out with the trees. See those leaves on that thing, man?
What? I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks. Good day.
Hello there. Is there a problem? Orc named Mazoga says the Count appears for audiences in the county hall near the throne, weekdays between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. You can speak to the Count near the... They say a whole island with an inhuman statue appeared near Breville. As if the world wasn't crazy enough already.
Oh, is that DLC?
Good day.
We shouldn't do that yet. If I remember correctly, DLC is pretty hard. But it's so cool. Shivering Isles is like the best part of this game. Oh man, I can't wait.
One more coin and I can get a pair of shoes.
You're a cat. You don't need shoes.
Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Anu upon you.
This is Oblivion, not Morrowind.
Savi, Count's mage and castle healer, your servant. I have been happy enough in the Count's service, but I am not so happy about his lovely wife and her Nibenian advisor. Lady Alicia is uncomfortable with Khajiit ways and Argonian ways and Dumner ways. She's only comfortable with pure white-bread Nibenians.
She sounds a little, she sounds like, she'd be at home in Windhelm. If that makes sense. Saying that she's a racist.
Goodbye.
What is it, associate? Strasser of the Mages Guild, evoker and alchemist, and also in his scant free time, a trainer in alchemy. But perhaps you are an adventurer. Could you assist me in acquiring something for my crystal collection? Straight to the point, eh? Good, I like that. I'm searching for some specific crystals known as Garidan's Tears. If you can locate these objects for me, I'd pay handsomely for each one.
I remember this being a cool side quest.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment that I saw you. I want you to bring to me as many of Garreden's tears as you can find. If you do, I will pay you a fair bounty in gold for each one. I confess I have a weakness for crystals of a magical nature, and I must add these to my collection. This is a personal errand, you must understand. Just between you and I. The Mages Guild has nothing to do with it. The tears are not just a namesake. They're literally the frozen tears of a knight named Garreden Stolrus, who lived many years ago. I'm not certain what happened to the knight, or why the tears were frozen, but I do know someone you could ask. Seek out Julian Fannis at the Arcane University in the Imperial City. She oversees the alchemy headquarters there. If anyone can help you get more information about these crystals, she can.
Well, I can't go there until we get all of our recommendations.
The tears are small crystals, bluish in appearance. Quite beautiful, I'd imagine. I am the best alchemist in Leowin, but if you need advanced training, you'll need Brach Kalos in Bruma or Ardeline in Bravil. All of the local guild halls sell some amount of alchemic ingredients, but for the best stuff, you'll need to do some exploring on your own. Amazing. I've never seen a route quite like that before. If you wish to find out a bit more about it, I know just the person you need to speak to. Seek out Sinderian, a resident alchemist of Skingrad. Strange plants are his specialty. That's the Gale's responsibility. Speak with her. Bring my salutations to Julienne. Safe journey to you.
Nice to meet you. The Leowin chapter is just drifting along. DeGale isn't much of a mentor or leader. She isn't even coherent most of the time.
Ah.
Druja has a wide variety of spells for sale, if there's something you need. Most of them are simple, but they're a good starting point. You'll have to speak to DeGale about that. Not only has necromancy been banned from practice,
What can you give me?
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Okay, so you've got some mysticism spells that I can actually cast. And that can build up our skill a little bit. So detect life, get that.
Another satisfied customer. May all your travels be safe.
Nice.
Hello, associate.
Oh, look, it's DeGale.
You seek wisdom from me, child? Ah, no. You seek words. Words are difficult. They come and go. The voices, though, so loud they are, they drown out the words. Without my amulet, my stone to lock the voices away, the words will never come and stay. Would you lift your hands to help another? To help me find the words?
Yeah, I'll help you find the
Then
words.
seek Agata, child. She will see the path and set you on it. I must rest.
Yeah, you go lay
She
down.
may be young, but her heart is old and wise. It guides her well through these troubled times. Within its walls live those who determine the fate of the guild. It is our stronghold, our sanctuary. You will come to know it well in time. I have seen it.
Oh. So, okay, I get it. You're like the old lady in Fallout 4 that took all the drugs and saw visions. I get it now.
Let me see your hand.
Mama Murphy.
I see the city in the hand, and the hand in the stars.
Yeah,
the
your
tower
Mama
guards
Murphy.
the gate, but the gate holds the key. The king is the key, and the hand guards the king. The guild needs you, child. Perhaps it has always needed you, always been waiting for you. Farewell, child.
Woohoo!
Nothing has changed.
Why is it?
Farewell, child.
What is it, associate?
I'm gonna go find the living quarters so I can level up.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with, associate? I take care of what little administrative work there is. DeGale isn't interested. I do it because it has to be done and no one else wants to do it. You may need to ask around, but training in all the schools of magic can be found at our various guild halls. I take it you've spoken to DeGale. Then you know she is not well. She has visions, for lack of a better term. While they used to be helpful at times, they have lately become problematic. There was an amulet, a family heirloom that she wore to suppress and sometimes focus the visions. She's lost the amulet, and so has lost control. I don't know what Archmage... I'm surprised she discussed it with you. She wanted to keep it from the others. I should speak to her about that. Yes, her Seer's Stone is missing. It's the one thing that has kept her visions at bay. And without it, they're nearly crippling. She can't function. We haven't yet spoken to the others, for fear they would be less than accepting of her situation. Perhaps it is time, though. I will continue to tend to DeGale. Can you speak with the other mages and find out if any of them have seen the stone? She's led such a troubled life. I just do what I can to make it easier on her. At times, they served her well. She gained something of a reputation in the guild and was highly valued by the council. As she aged, the visions became less coherent. Rather than cast her aside, the council gave her a position here. Some resent her and wish she'd disappear. I do not. I am proud to help her with her daily tasks. Take care.
That's how it works. You plod along, putting one foot before the other, look up, and suddenly there you are, right where you wanted to be all along. Alright. Get some more melee power in there. A little bit more magic. And you know what? Let's do some potion brewing really quick. Damn it. Damn it. Every time. I did it again. Damn it. Okay. We created a bunch of bullshit. Nice. Let's go see if anybody's seen this stone, huh?
Hello, associate.
Jesus. You need to yell at me.
What is it, associate? I suggest you make your way to the Imperial City. She's been a great help to all of us in the Guild. Without her, I think the Gale would be lost at times. A nice lady, but strange. Talks to herself far more often than one should, in my opinion. Sometimes I wonder why she hasn't just retired and gone someplace to rest. I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. I heard it was missing, though. Galdar was talking about it recently. He seemed very agitated about it. Almost happy. Strange, isn't that? Bring my salutations to Julienne. Safe journey to you.
What is it, associate? Yes?
What's up?
She's the one you want to talk to if you actually need something to get done around here.
I don't even know why DeGale is still around. I've heard she was put in charge of the Leowen Guild Hall as a favor, not because she deserved it. That doesn't seem right, does it? Well, the Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? They won't be able to keep up this facade much longer. Yeah, I know all about it. I overheard Agata and DeGale talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone. Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical trinket? Haven't we sacrificed enough already? She shouldn't even be here anymore. Hell, the only reason her father ever fit in anywhere is because he kept a low profile. And look what it got him. Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. Humph. At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just annoys me that she's in charge of the guild when she's clearly not fit, that's all.
You think that you're fit with a face like that?
What, haven't I said enough already? Just let it go. Once someone finally realizes what's going on here, maybe things will change. Goodbye.
Hello, Evoker.
What's new with you?
I hear the legions have been recalled.
Nothing has changed. Too many voices.
From
Farewell,
child. Black Marsh.
I have
Where's
heard
Agata?
Argonia is
Still
a
upstairs?
strange and treacherous place.
Oh, there she is.
Yes? Is there... So Calthar overheard us, did he? That explains why he's been so cranky lately. But we never said anything about DeGale's father. How would he know anything about that? If there's some sort of connection between the Seer Stone and DeGale's father, I don't know about it. Maybe if you ask her, it will jog her memory. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on Calthar. Good day.
You seek more from me, child. It is as I have seen. I know what you would ask. You would bring light to that which is in darkness. Bring silence to the voices so loud. I know where you must go. Blood ran blue, and dragons flew high. Under broken towers and broken bodies it now lies, waiting to be found. What was my sire's must be mine, if you would have the words you seek. You must go and find his stone.
Greetings, journeyman.
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder.
She's on the treadmill.
No emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried.
Look at her go.
How about that?
Getting her steps in.
One of the Skingrad mages was assaulted, but I don't know the details.
I feel like her hair is kind of moving.
Indeed.
I've heard progress at the Fighters Guild is well versed in using heavy armor, especially.
Good old Oblivion, man.
Knowing how to use heavy armor isn't a bad idea. Kind of odd to learn it from a Bosmer, though.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
What is it,
There are
Associate?
foul tidings from Skyrim. The Greybeard. Yes? Is there something I can help you with, Associate? She's led... Goodbye.
Fort Blue Blood, huh? So that's out to the east.
Hello there.
Can you spare a coin?
I already spared a coin. At this point, I walked too far past you.
Hello there. How do you do?
We might make it to the fort.
Greetings.
But I have to be responsible and call it here soon.
How do you...
Gotta wake up and do the whole restaurant thing tomorrow. Do you think all of the Black Horse Couriers' black horses are all natural black horses? Or do you think they paint them? Asking the hard-hitting questions. Alright. Let's make a decision here. And switch the old terrible healing spell out. And I don't want clairvoyance there again. I want that on there so that we can walk around and practice mysticism. What are we saying what to, Blurker? Because all of the Black Horse Couriers that ride around, they all have black horses. So do you think that they're all naturally black horses, or do you think that they just get a bunch of like white horses and just paint them? Oh, their weapon's draining my magic.
Now you will know pain.
Thick calluses cover your knuckles and joints from long hours of punching and kicking. At long last, you are a journeyman in hand-to-hand combat. Your power attacks now have a slight chance to disarm your opponents. This can now hit creatures immune to physical attacks. Nice. Reminds you of a contact lens commercial? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Alright, it's auto-saving. I don't need quick save. Oh, you turned around. That's not legal.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
Again, if you keep talking to me like that, maybe.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Die, damn you! Die, damn you!
Ha! I disarmed her.
That the best you can do?
I don't know, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Black Horse Courier, the brand is important. Got you. Sorry, my attention span wasn't holding the conversation very well, because it wasn't a very good joke that I made either way. Alright, we're gonna finish out this fort and maybe go back and finish out the quest at the Mages Guild, and then we're gonna call it for the night. Okay, come on. Oh, he's in Nord.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Let's get this over with.
I'm so glad I started the playthrough over. It's so much more interesting to play this game in a way that I didn't really play it. Damn it.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
So far, that disarm has been pretty consistent. Like 50% of the time I've been using the charge attack, I've been knocking the sword out of their hand. That's pretty good. Is that a Nord? Oh, that's at work. Just making sure that my cold touch isn't gonna just absolutely do nothing, you know? They really like to throw that line out there.
You're pathetic. Whoa.
You like disarming and then scrambling to pick up the sword before they get it. I need to start doing that. That sounds like a really fun idea. Damn it. I am so terrible at the menus, and I'm sorry for that.
Where are you?
I'd better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things, I am.
Yeah, like your friend dying. Starting to see things. Oh, I missed. That's kind of close. Huh?
Show me what you've got.
Uh-oh. Hold up. We're almost dead. You might die.
I'll hack you to pieces.
You might. God damn it. That was close. Too close. This is why we should have tried to find somewhere in town to buy health potions before coming out here. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna plan ahead? I'm sure it's all not gonna plan ahead. You even know me?
Who's there?
Nobody. He sounds angry.
Jump on my sword while you can.
You're using a bow.
What's the matter? Getting tired? I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. You'll never take me down.
Do you think, I was about to say, do you think they're going to come from the left or the right? This is the thrilling combat you come here for.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
I don't want to walk down there because I don't want to get swarmed by that other person. Damn it. I missed.
This ends here. Jump on my sword while you can.
Oh.
You move like a pregnant cow!
He really rolled the R on that one. Oh, man. Oh, well. We will just try to suck a little bit less this time.
Show me what you've got. That's the best you can do. You're pathetic.
You see as we riddle each other with arrows.
Tired. Do your worst.
I'll hack you to pieces!
He's moving too fast. I think I have him stun locked. Nice. At least I quick saved right before I got hit by that trap, huh? I see you. Where's he going? Oh.
This ends here. Die, damn you! I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Is that a person or is that a sack of potatoes or something? That's a person. Oh, Marauder Warlord.
I'll hack you to pieces. You'll never take me down.
I think I'm about to take you down, dude. Gotta get that other arrow. Oh, there's somebody else over here. Oh, there they are. Alright, we'll make the trip back to town. Give the amulet back to DeGale. And finish out this quest before we call it a night. Even though I should have called it like 15 minutes ago. Oh, this
just
idiot.
Stop right there, all right? I can't let you leave with that amulet. I need it right now. I took the other one, and that should have been enough. I shouldn't have to go through all this just to get rid of her. It's not even as if I was going to keep it forever. I was going to give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted. That's not so wrong, is it? Once she helped me advance out of that place and step down, then she could have it back. Why did you have to get in the way? Why are you trying to ruin everything? Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, run away, Calfire.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Die! Oh! Oh.
Myself a mage's robe. Why not? I'm a mage. Spell. I like how I say that I should have called it 15 minutes ago, but I'm still committed to not fast traveling really, so we're gonna walk back to town. Finish things out. I thought that rock was a mud crab. Is that rock a mud crab? Are you a mud crab? No. Your boy is stupid. Well, hey, Mishan. Welcome in, everybody. You're right. Well, it is long time no see. It's always good to see you, though. Welcome in. We're getting ready to wrap up here shortly after we come back here into town and finish up this quest. I hate to say that after everybody comes in, but yeah, welcome. What were you just up to, Michan? Oh, no, it's good. It's always good to have anybody stop in for any amount of time. Replaying Sly 3. Are we talking about like Sly Cooper? Or are we talking about something else? Yes, Sly Cooper. Okay, I might need to check out that VOD, Michan, because I haven't even thought about Sly Cooper in almost about as much time as what I've played this game. Like, if that makes sense, because like before like this remake came out, I hadn't played this game since I was a teenager, so almost like 20 years. But yeah, Sly Cooper. I haven't even thought of that name in a long time. That's really cool. It's really, really cool that you're playing Sly Cooper. To be fair, you played DJ Max for 2 hours. Okay. That sounds fun too. Alright, where's the Gale? Kind of doing a Sucker Punch marathon, but playing other games when you feel like it. Got you. I'm doing the thing I always do where I have ADD and I play way too many games at the same time. I at least finished my New Game Plus 2 run of Elden Ring the other day. So I started a new game for FromSoft Friday. I started Armored Core. And then we started Anotria for Saturdays. Relatable, yeah. Thanks for the follow. Is that Archden or Archie? Saw you were playing it, but can stream when you are. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing about me, like, even trying to, like, hop into other people's streams to, like, watch, is that, like, I, like, hop on a little bit every night after I get off work at this point to, like, game a little bit.
Is there something I can help you with, associate?
But most of the time, if I'm, like, hopping into somebody's stream, it's, like, as I'm falling asleep. And a lot of the times, the people that I watch are not on by the time I'm falling asleep, so... Yeah. Yeah, no, it's getting a little bit better. I'm back to 2 days off in a week now. Instead of just working 6 days a week. So that's pretty good. It's just all of my shifts are still doubles. So 11 hours to 12 hours usually a day.
If you've got the amulet, then DeGale should be able to regain control of her visions. Then I'm sure she can send that recommendation for you.
It's so painful.
I don't know what
not as bad
Archmage
as it used to
Traven
be,
has
I
against
guess.
necromancy. You found it! Oh, how wonderful! Finally, things can return to normal. By all means, see that it gets to her immediately. You too.
Okay, so where is DeGale then? Does she have personal quarters somewhere? Does she live in the closet? Gonna make food. Hope the rest. Hey, thanks. And I hope that food is good for you. I'll definitely have to check out your Sly Cooper VOD.
Hello, associate.
And again, thank you for raiding in and just stopping
Nothing
by
has
and
changed,
hanging out and chatting
child.
for any amount of time.
The
It's always
voices
great to see
still
you.
cry out, and I am unable to hear. If they can be sealed away, our work may begin.
She really gives Mama Murphy from Fallout 4.
Found it, have you? Silenced the hands that betrayed and took what was mine? Then let me have the stone, so that the voices can be shut out. Ah, child, I thank you for helping me. With the voices quieted for now,
Down she
the
goes.
words you seek have come to me. You shall have my recommendation. Though I must warn you, I have seen things in your future, things which may be, and things which will be. It will be up to you to decide the fate of many. Life and death are strange things, easily manipulated, and both will be altered by your hands. Bye.
All right. Sorry. Just after all that, bye. Oh man, the voice acting, the dialogue in this game is just absolute peak. Oh, I love it so much. This makes me so happy. I can't, like, put into words how happy this game makes me. It really just, it takes me back to when I was, like, 13 years old every time that I'm playing it.
How are you?
That being said, when we hop on tomorrow, we're more than likely gonna hop back into this. I guess it's possible that we might hop back into, Salt and Sanctuary as like a midweek kind of thing for right now. If like I get home late from work one night and it's a shorter kind of stream, because Salt and Sanctuary is one of those games I can pick up, run through a level really quick, get to one boss in like an hour and a half, and then call it a day. You weren't expecting them to retain so much of the original. I'm so glad that they retained so much of the original. I said this earlier, and one of the only things that I wish that they kind of added in there and changed was horse combat, so that I didn't have to get off the horse every time I was like every time I'm fighting an enemy, like traveling through the open world. That's kind of a pain, but it is what it is. It doesn't really bother me that much, if I'm being honest. Okay. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it here. Let me see if I have any friends on, since I actually have some people in on stream for once. And if I have anybody that I know streaming right now, we'll go ahead and return the favor and raid in. Oh look, Haas is streaming. What's he doing right now? Bloodborne? Well, Host is always great fun, so we'll go ahead and raid in on Host. So, kind of surprising, figured they'd want to give you more time to show off that horse armor. Oh, that's good. But yeah, Host is a really cool streamer. He just started, like, I guess it's like a year and a half or two ago now. And his first game was Bloodborne. He mainly does like Souls and Souls-like games, but he does quite the variety at this point. But yeah, he's such a sweetheart. He's great fun every time that he's streaming. Since Mi-chan was so awesome and nice enough to raid in, we're gonna go ahead and raid out to Host and return the favor and keep that good vibe going. But if anybody needs to like dip out or anything, don't feel bad or nothing, because for all I know, he's getting ready to wrap up here soon too. But if there is anybody who's been lurking here longer, wasn't in the raid besides Blurger, then thanks so much for being here. Blurger, thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting me up. Mi-chan, thanks so much for the raid. Thanks for hanging out and chatting for a little bit. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, but Archie, thanks for the follow. Thanks for chatting. Always awesome having anybody here. But yeah. Again, thanks. It's just cool. I'll probably be on again tomorrow night. probably with more of Oblivion, but if not, probably a little bit of like Salt and Sanctuary or some other Souls-like that. Maybe a little bit of Elden Ring New Game Plus 3. But more than likely Oblivion. Sorry, I'm very indecisive. Either way, we're getting ready to raid out. Again, thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. This has been A Boy Named Sue, coming at you live straight from Baked Potato, and I will see you next time.